Diana Pholo, from Pythonista to Rtist.
Hi, my name is Diana, and I'm here to tell you a bit about my transition into R. So I have been a programmer since 2006, starting with C++, going through C, Arduino, everything, and Python. And last year, against myself, or after avoiding R for a long time, I finally had to start working with R. And I discovered that it's not that bad. And I didn't have to choose. I now learn Python and R, and I make sure that I keep up with both of them and make sure that I use the one that's relevant for what I want to do. So I don't think there's one that's better. I think that for quick visualization, I would use R, but at the same time, with packages like pandas profiling, I can use Python as well. And at the same time, when they say, no, R is unable to go into production, but we know that nowadays it's not true. So I use what I have to use at that point. But when I moved to R, as every Pythonista, I use the Pythonic way of doing everything. So there are very basic things that a Pythonista has to get their head around and change so that they can actually make sense in R. So, initial struggles. Since I started coding, str had to do with strings. And I come here, and it has to do with checking the structure of things. So, yeah. Why? So, yeah, when you're a Pythonista and you move to R, you just make sure you know this before you wonder why your stuff is not giving the proper output. This is the real problem. My first code had 1 million loops. And fortunately, my colleague Michael reviewed my code and taught me about lapply. So after 6 months, I can now do lapply without going to Stack Overflow. And I'm very proud. So how did I get started with the whole R thing? So first, RStudio, I chose an IDE that I'm going to work with. And then I started learning basic R syntax. For me, doing a quick course online is the easiest way. So I went to IBM's cognitive class and took a few courses in R. And just to understand when I'm stuck, to go to Stack Overflow and understand kind of what they're saying. And then I looked at important packages that make your R life easier: tidyverse, libreday, ggplot, and caret. And then my next advice is for someone who is a Pythonista and who wants to also do R, is to try and pick a project and try and go through the entire data analysis workflow in R. So you pick a project and you start with the importing data, data wrangling, then you try and visualize a bit with ggplot, and then you start using the different machine learning models. And yeah, then you have some code that you can reuse over and over and over again. Just tweak it, and from there you can learn more. And yeah, that's my story. Thank you.